Just the sickest. Who would have thought when we left Oslo we'd find this? This is ridiculous. Okay, really quick before we get on with the rest of the video, spoiler alert, this is how it ends. It gets dirty and it's a blast. But before you go on with the video, make sure to like, drop a comment, let me know what you're expecting, how you like the channel, subscribe. Now, let's go. Morning, pussies. You catch me in the Polestar 1 at 6:30 in the morning, about to embark on one of the grandest of tours with one of the grandest of tours. Ladies and gentlemen, the muscle car that is the Swedish/Chinese produced Polestar 1. And you find us not at the gas station, but at the superchargers, because it is a plug-in hybrid, but it is a different sort of overkill kind of hybrid in that it has a 34 kilowatt hour battery and a 50 liter? It feels like 50 liter. I'm just guessing. Something like 50 liter. Gas tank driving 3 electric motors, 1 4-cylinder, 2 liter ICE, internal combustion engine, if you will. Together they make 600 horsepower, 1,000 Newton meters, and tons of smiles. But first, we need to charge it up. So let's see if we can figure that out. Look at this, it's so pretty. It's all carbon fiber, so everything weighs like nothing. It has one of those 2 chargy things, so you know it's fast. So let's see if it is. Oh, it's not gonna reach. Uh-oh, okay, let's try it. Oh no, no. We might have to get creative. No. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to charge it? I can't back it up anymore. Oh yeah. See, you wouldn't have this problem at a gas station, dog. You just parked next to it. All right, we're in. Okay, here we go. So I need to text some dude who's hanging out and needs to turn it on for me. Dear dude, please turn on charger. This may cost me. I sure hope so. It's charging. And just like that, we have power. I've been here for like hours. Good enough, right? 56, good enough. All right, stop. I have to use my phone. I have to text the dude and tell him to stop charging. So many steps. Dear sir, stop charging my car. Hey, it worked. And that's that. Fully charged battery, about 34 kilowatt hours, that is. About 130 kilometers range. Full tank of gas. The car's telling us we have about 720 kilometers of range. We're gonna use all of it to take the grandest of tours on the grandest of tours in beautiful summer, warm, dry Norway. Where should we go? Just pick a direction and drive as far as we can. What direction? What do you think? That way. All right, let's go that way. I'm excited. 720 kilometers in that direction. Here we come that way. Look out, because we're hitting the road. And as I pull away, there is no noise, because that is what grown-up cars do these days. Yay, bye-bye. After yesterday's spirited driving, the car is just too stiff. So, in my infinite mechanical knowledge, I am going to soften up the front suspension. You lift the ultralight carbon fiber hood, and these little twisty boys control the stiffness of the front suspension. So I'm going to loosen them all the way up for maximum comfort. Twist this other one, and suddenly we're driving on a cloud. And they call Polestar the Rolls Royce of Sweden when it's in this setting. Okay, maybe nobody does. So, we're loosened up, ready to get back on the road and keep moving. Yes. And thus begins distraction number 1 on our road trip. How could you say no to a photo spot like this? We're driving past and the goal is to get there, but we also need photos. So, a few hours on the road, it's time to open the trunk, by the way. There's no latch on the back of the trunk to open it. You have to press this button and hold it for 1, 2, that's too long. I should have to just press it once. There's no use in skipping this step. So the idea is the car has found this little road, a little distraction, very Scandinavian road, suits the theme, right? A lot of cool straight lines on the car, so I kind of want a long swooping road that sort of draws the eyes through the photo. And then these straight lines going vertical in the trees, I think help complement the whole thing. So, very soft light coming from straight above, kind of a lot of reflections, so we're gonna use the polarizer and sort of bounce around until we find the shot. But let's try it. This time a little bit wider. Let me go high and shoot down. Nice. Should we move the car further in and just explore? See what we can find? We've come out here to this field, tested the 4-wheel drive function on the car, and managed to find a little spot. So we'll just bounce around, shoot it, see what we come up with. Soft close. Nice. Gonna get more of an angle on the car. Come at it from 45. Just gonna shoot some of the littler things like the light here. The logo. I don't know if anybody's here. Try knocking once. Hi, do you speak English?
A little bit.
I have a weird question to ask you. I'm taking photos of this car, and you have a beautiful spot for photos just down here by your Mercedes. I was wondering if I could put the car there and take a photo with a view in the background.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Okay.
That'd be fantastic. Thank you very much. Victory. Dude, this is, I mean, even with just like the farm, this is it. Dude. This thing is a fucking murderer. Look at it go. Pirelli P0 winter tires. Fast on the track and fast off road. How nice is that dude to let us use this barn? Oh, dude. Sold. I'll take 3. This is wild. What a spot. So I'm gonna shoot with the snow framing the photo at a very wide aperture. F2 probably. Get down low and close to the snow so it just creates like a white haze in the corner of the photo. And then I'm gonna go manual focus to make sure I don't miss it. There it is. Dude. Just the sickest. Who would have thought when we left Oslo we'd find this? This is ridiculous. All right, let's put the car in the white room. We can start straight on, just so we have it, because I know that's pretty. So let's just back it all the way up to the edge. All right, now I gotta make sure I put as few footprints down as possible. Oh. There it is. Whoa. Where are we? This is heaven. Okay, so tighten up the aperture again. Slower shutter speed so I get a brighter photo. And we're going for sharp. So I'll keep the ISO at 320. Get the focus perfect. There it is. I'm just gonna go 45 degrees and try to get that one. If anything, I would like to turn the car and do it sideways. Can you tell me, is the logo up like the right way? Let's see. There we go. Yeah, we good? Let's call it there.
Yeah.
Put it, pack it up and let this man have his backyard back. Thank you very much. I just wanted to say thank you. It's beautiful. You have a beautiful place here. It's fantastic. Nice people. You join me now in the interior of the Polestar 1. It's tough to put into words my relationship with this car, but I think I can sum it up in these 3 stages. There's the first stage, when you first get introduced to the car. The first impressions are phenomenal. The lines are stunning. The shoulders are strong. The car is just this wide, powerful, aggressive stance on the road that really commands respect. And when you drive the car, you really feel that. It transfers through the wheel and you become a little bit more big-chested and a little more barrel-voiced. It's just good. It makes you feel strong. But the car has this like insane amount of comfort. You sit down in the seat, it just fits right. The seat isn't a crazy super light bucket seat. Yes, the car is a 600 horsepower super saloon, but it doesn't have the raw aggression that you expect from like a BMW M5 or something. There's something more refined about it, something cleaner. Like the interior has this extra like leather and stitching all over everything that really adds to what Volvo has already put into the interior. And speaking of which, the fact that the interior comes from Volvo, I think is easy to be misconstrued as a negative thing. It seems a bit lazy when you think of it at first, but it's just a testament to how good this Volvo interior is, that when you sit in this car, the interior feels like it suits the car. And the car, mind you, is 1.7, 1.6 million Norwegian kroner. That's a lot of money. But when you sit in it, like there's carbon fiber, the lines are clean, the screen is nice, there's a digital dash. It just feels refined and nice and solid. And I think the fact that you can get that in a top spec XC40 is just mind-blowing for a fraction of the price that you would pay for this. It's a fantastic car. But the second stage of the relationship is when you start to notice some of the littler things about the car. Some of the things like the trunk has no handle to open. It takes about 10 minutes to open it with this button that you have to press down here. Putting the seat down if you want to get into the back, if you find anybody who fits in the back, it takes another 10 minutes. It's just a little bit too modern in some places. There are some things that maybe a simple mechanical solution would have helped. And it would have helped save weight as well, because the car is heavy. It is heavy. With the battery pack, it's about 2.3 tons. It's 2,300 kilograms. And that, you can feel that when you drive. But then comes the third stage, when you really do get to drive it. You do get to experience this grand tour nature of the car, where it's fun when you want to play with it, but when you just want to go on long trips, it's muted, it's comfortable. But when you press this button and you push it down to power mode, you can get a lot out of the car. There's no one that stands a chance. You can just pass anybody with ease. I mean, 600 horsepower, 4-wheel drive. Like, that guy didn't stand a chance. Not even close. You get up to speed so fast. It's just a monster. You can also open the hood, twist the front suspension little knobby things, and you just get a crazy, crazy competitive, aggressive driving experience. It's just like you have these elements of a track of this race heritage from Polestar that just ooze through the car. And then when you're done with it and you get back on the straights, you spin this little knobby-do, you put it back in the hybrid, or you put it in pure if you're in a city, and you just drive on the electricity, and it's suddenly a comfortable cruiser again. The car does everything. I think the car defines the Grand Tour genre of automobiles. I think Grand Tour has gone so far in the wrong direction. It's so defined by racy and sporty aspects and bucket seats like the GT3 or the McLaren GTs. I think they forgot that the car is supposed to be comfortable. They forgot the tour part of it. I think this brings it back. I think this brings back a lot of what made luxurious Grand Touring cars so appealing. Now I know there's no way I could accurately explain this to you without you being in the car next to me, but you're gonna have to take my word for it. These speakers, the stereo system in this car is phenomenal. There is nothing like it. It is so, so good. The one thing I do have a gripe with though is that, and a lot of cars are at fault for this, the flappy paddles are fantastic. It's fun to downshift, it's fun to hear the noise, but there's absolutely 0 point to having an upshift paddle when the car is going to shift for you at redline. By the time I get to 6,500 revs, the car's already decided to go up into third gear. And I mean, why have this paddle then? Just give me this one. Just the left paddle, that's all I need. But it's a Grand Tour, you can't complain. It's not meant for the track, it's not meant for the craziest driving. The moment you put it on a track or get a little bit competitive, some GT3 is gonna fly right past you and pretend you don't even exist. So there's no point in trying to be a sporty. But it just is. Just not these paddles. There it is. The Polestar 1. It's a Grand Tour in heart and soul. I think it harkens back to when the Grand Tour wasn't about speed, it wasn't about discomfort, it wasn't about track times. It was about cruising. This is a cruiser. It's a 600 horsepower highway eater. It's a monster. And in the turns, tighten it up, put it in power mode, you're off. It does everything, and it does everything well, and I had a blast shooting it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to see how these photos were created, tune into the live stream tomorrow at 7 o'clock, right here. I will see you then. It's gonna be dope.
You know I'm gonna take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. You know I'm gonna take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. Pull up and take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. You know I'm gonna take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. I develop film, now I'm feeling